want to look at the medical profession critically. I'm actually calling for a federal investigation, FBI investigation of the medical profession. I want you to get a hold of the book Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission, the book Dead Doctors Don't Lie, the book Rare Earth Bin Cures. And when you look at this and you read these books, you'll say, oh my gosh, how do these people exist? Who are these people, right? Why do they get such special treatment? The cost of drugs are soaring. Just yesterday is one of those things where the cost of insulin for diabetes patients went up 22%. You know, these poor little old ladies on fixed income, they say, I can't afford my insulin anymore. Okay, only take half the dose. Well, that might be good if they come to us and use the healthy blood sugar pack, right? But they're scared. And then you have to look at things like, the cancer drugs. Oh, my gosh. They're going crazy with the cost of cancer drugs. And they're charging, hundreds of thousands of dollars for treatment per month, okay, for cancer drugs. And, of course, they fail 97% of the time. When you look at doctors, they will charge you, especially the ones associated with hospitals, thousands of times more than the service is worth or the supplies are worth. They'll charge you $500 for a 3-cent latex examining glove. And nobody finds out because nobody opens their insurance statements. When the insurance statement comes, oh, it's an insurance statement, they just throw it in the drawer or throw it in the trash and burn it. They don't even look because insurance paid for it. Then they get upset when the insurance rates go up. Let's look at doctors themselves. These doctors, let's just look at prescription drugs. Street drugs kill 10,000 Americans every year. Overdosing of street drugs kill 10,000 Americans a year. When you look at, and this came out in 2006, it was actually a study done by the Institute of Medicine. He said, we're going to look at prescription drugs. We're only going to look at one piece. We're only going to look at decimal point errors in the prescriptions written by doctors and the fulfillment given by pharmacists. They said each year in America, and this came out in 2006, each year in America, decimal point errors in pharmaceuticals, decimal point errors alone create 1.5 million fatalities and permanent injuries compared to 10,000 fatalities on street drugs. Okay? Then you look at infections. One infection, a bug C. diff, which is found in human poop, and the Center for Disease Control traced it back to doctors not washing their hands in hospitals. So each year in America, in hospitals alone, each year in America, yearly figure, doctors infect 2 million patients because they don't wash their hands after they go potty with C. diff, Clostridium difficile. Of those 2 million patients to get infections, 90,000 die each year. 90,000 die each year. We're going to declare war here soon on ISIS because they killed 14 Americans. And on the battlefield in Afghanistan, each year they kill about 250, 275, 300 Americans. Well, here's one trade in their workplace. They kill 90,000 and inconvenience 2 million every year, and they don't even get an OSHA ticket. What is going on here? Well, that's why I want you to get a hold of the book Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission, the book Dead Doctors Don't Lie, and the book Rare Earth Bin Cures, so you can take care of yourself. The answer here is not to get a petition and ask doctors to wash their hands. They're not going to do it. The answer is not to get a petition, go to the government and say, hey, you guys need to form another department and start following each doctor around with a magnifying glass. Look at their accounting, look at their money, look at what they're doing with their drugs and everything, right? Well, that's not going to happen. So the only way to salvage ourselves, to stay safe from the grip of the medical profession, is to do as much as we can ourselves. With the exception of trauma, we've been run over by a truck, you've got terrible fourth-degree burns, and so forth all over you because of fires. Just simple things like type 2 diabetes, lupus, dementias, including Alzheimer's disease, macular degeneration. We're talking about things like osteopenia, osteoporosis, bone spurs. We're talking about infertility. Why would you want to pay $25,000 for artificial insemination when you've already had 2 miscarriages? You weren't infertile. Why would you pay $25,000 for the doctor to do for you what you've already done yourself and have a lot more fun at it, right? And so what's going on here? Well, people have been given a bill of goods. People have been sold they've been sold an empty tank. Okay, they've been sold an empty tank thinking it was filled up with gasoline. They were sold an empty tank. And so what we have to do is get people to be a student of the information, learn enough to where they can take care of 99% of what goes on in their body. And, of course, I've been taking the 90 essential nutrients for now, it's been 69 years, going on 69 years. And as a result, I haven't been sick once. I haven't even had a cold in 69 years. I've never been to a doctor in 69 years, never had a prescription in 69, ever, and I've never had any surgery. And so this isn't a genetic thing, is that I'm this healthy. Most people think I'm 40 years old. Well, I'm 76, okay? So what's going on here? Well, I've been taking the 90 essential nutrients twice a day for 69 years. And if you do the same thing, you'll get the same result. This is not an individual thing. All vertebrates, regardless of what species you are, requires 90 essential nutrients. You can't get it from your food. You must supplement. And all the relative data and research that will prove that to you is in the books Epigenetics, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, and Rare Earths Been Cures. Well, stick with us. We're going to be back with more Truth, Justice, and the Longevity Way on Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages. Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us today?
Well, I talk a little bit about a doctor that got his hand caught in a cookie jar, so to speak. As you've got a CNN story here, headlined, Star Doctor Accused of Drugging and Sexually Assaulting a Patient. See, a noted Mount Sinai emergency room doctor is being sought by police for allegedly drugging and sexually assaulting a 22-year-old patient who had gone to the hospital due to severe shoulder pain. Dr. David H. Newman, a published expert and frequent lecturer on the topic of improving the patient-doctor bond. I found that kind of funny that he's
that's ironic, isn't it?
Yeah, a little ironic that he's improving the patient bond by drugging him and then getting a little frisky.
Actually assaulting, yeah.
Yeah, he administered morphine until she passed out and then groped her and pleasured himself. The woman regained consciousness but remained helpless during the attack, afterward saving a DNA sample and alerting other doctors prior to leaving the hospital. Newman, 45, is the director of a clinical research in the Department of Emergency Medicine at the hospital's Icahn School of Medicine. And he's published a few books and things. And surprisingly enough, Doc, he did not respond to requests for comment.
Oh, I mean, he doesn't have a warrant for arrest yet?
Yeah, they do. They're seeking him out, and I just thought that was interesting.
He's fled. He hasn't voluntarily surrendered.
No, he has not. No, he's not. He's on the lam, as they would say. I got another story here, headlined, Massachusetts is investigating high cost of hepatitis C drug, and the Attorney General, Amara Healy, for Massachusetts, has released a letter sent to the chief executive of California-based Gilead Incorporated. And it said her office is examining whether the pricing constituted an unfair trade practice. And what they're talking about here is a hepatitis C drug. And they say they're investigating whether the makers of the breakthrough treatment for hepatitis C are violating state law by pricing the drug too high. Sovaldi, I've actually seen this one advertised on television, was the company's first hepatitis C drug and is priced at $1,000 a pill in the U.S. or $84,000 for a course of treatment. Since they introduced Harvoni, an even more expensive next-generation drug, messages left to Gilead weren't immediately answered, though the company said the drugs were responsibly and thoughtfully priced. And it's funny, I saw an interview of the head honcho of this company, and when he was asked, why they were charging so much for the drug, his basic answer was, because we can. Typical pharmaceutical industry. Yeah, they're very arrogant there.
Yeah, and of course they feel insurance will pay for it. If it's approved by the FDA, the insurance will pay for it in most cases. But then everybody's insurance rates goes up. And so, if I were an insurance company, I'd be suing that manufacturer so that, they have to lower, they probably should go out of business. It sounds corrupt to me.
Yeah, I would agree.
This is why we need to do our own thing. And again, I would urge people to be a student of the information. Get a hold of the book Epigenetics, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, and Rare Earths Been Cures, and learn how to take care of yourself, and then you won't be a victim of this stuff. Let them sit there in the pile of their own pills, all these expensive pills, and they can't sell them to anybody because everybody's taking care of their own health. That seems to me to be the logical answer. And, of course, we're growing because more and more people are coming to Youngevity for information. So guess what? People are finally waking up and saying, hey, I better take care of myself. The doctors are too expensive, and they're not very efficient and effective and safe. Thank you, Doug. Super job as usual, and we'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie for these messages. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Victorville, California. And Francis, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, Francis, you're on the air.
How you doing, Dr. Wallach? How are you?
Okay, how can I help you?
I had called today because I wanted. I have a ongoing excruciating pain under my I believe it's my right abdomen, stomach right there right underneath my right rib cage, and also, Dr. Wallach, I was diagnosed or was told that I had a right renal kidney artery blockage, and when they did the procedure, or when I had the procedure, they told me I didn't need a stent. But as of this morning, Dr. Wallach, I'm still having excruciating pain. It came back. I had an ultrasound this morning, but the pain is just really bad.
You don't have any kidney stones. You don't have any gallbladder stones, anything like that.
No, I had that checked. The gallbladder.
Good. Now let me ask you a couple more questions. Real quick. Okay. All you have to do is say no. Okay. We're critical for time here. Okay. So, do you have any history of any skin problems? Any eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis, or rosacea?
No.
Do you have any history of asthma or bronchitis?
No.
Any history of bowel problems, constipation, diarrhea, appendicitis, anything like that?
No, sir.
Okay. Do you have any kids with those problems? Any brothers and sisters with those problems?
No.
Okay. How much do you weigh?
226.
And how tall are you?
5'4".
Okay. With 5'4", I'd like to see you weigh 140. So we're maybe 80 pounds overweight here. We got to work on that. And let's see here. I think I got everything I need here. Okay. Shar, what would you do here? Is Shar in the house?
I'm in the house, literally. I would get her on a gluten-free diet immediately, and if the pain is from joint and stuff, I would get her on 2 healthy bone and joint packs.
Okay. Well, what if it's from the transverse colon, where the ascending colon comes up the right side from your appendix, makes a 90-degree turn across underneath your belly button, then takes a 90-degree turn down and out. Okay? And it's not unusual for people to get upper right quadrant in the upper belly pain when they have a gluten intolerance, which you've identified. And so hang on. We'll be back with Francis after these messages, and between Shar and I, we'll tell you what you might be able to do to help yourself here, Francis. We'll be back after these messages. Okay, Doug, we're going right back to California and Francis. Okay, Shar, you're exactly right. I believe she has a gluten intolerance, and this discomfort, since they couldn't find kidney stones on that side, they couldn't find gallbladder stones. Okay, the only high probability, is that she's got a gluten intolerance, and she's got damage. She may have colitis, irritable bowel syndrome, inflammatory bowel disease, all that stuff going in. And of course, the doctors, that'll be the last thing they think of. And it's not unusual when they're having these kinds of problems. They have other things going on, like kidney problems. And what causes kidney problems? Is it when you have kidney failure, Shar, do you really have a kidney problem?
No, your kidney, the arteries are plugged up going into the kidney with the dirty blood, so it's from eating greasy food and burnt animal fat and oil, salad oil.
Okay, so you get inflammation, trans fats, heterocyclamines, and acrylamides from that. Even eating microwave popcorn will set this stuff off. And when you have plugged arteries in your kidneys, you got them other places, your brain, your eyes, your heart, and so forth. And so it's kind of a warning. And what would you do to help circulation through her kidneys?
I would give her the Ultimate Daily Classic, and I would give her the Niacin Plus.
There you go. So here we go, Francis. I'd have you take 2 of the Healthy Brain and Heart packs per month, 2 Healthy Brain and Heart packs per month. I'd have her take, as Shar says, 226. I'd go ahead and get 2 bottles of the Ultimate Daily Classic and go ahead and take 12 of those a day, 4 at breakfast, 4 at lunch, 4 at dinner time. That'll take 2 bottles a month to pull that off. And they're designed to support and promote healthy blood flow through obstructed arteries and support healthy blood pressure. And also, as Shar said, I go ahead and take 4 a day, 2 at breakfast, 2 at dinner time, of the Ultimate Niacin Plus. That'll be 2 bottles a month, and this is to support and promote, again, healthy blood flow through obstructed arteries. And what would you do for her weight? She needs to lose about 80, 90 pounds here. What would you do for her there, Shar?
I would give her ASAP.
There you go, ASAP. And you can start out with 1 bottle, see how fast that works for you. You're going to lose weight on this program, just being gluten-free, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no gluten, no wheat, brought around oats. But if you throw in the ASAP, they're dropper bottles, and 1 bottle will last you a month. You go ahead and put a dropper full of this liquid, not a drop, but a full dropper full under your tongue, 30 minutes before each meal. And you'll begin after a couple of days or so to lose half a pound to 2 pounds a day. And we have people lose 140 pounds in 100 days. We have people lose 60 pounds in 30 days. So this isn't going to take too long if you're doing everything right and staying away from the bad stuff, supplementing properly, and taking your ASAP properly. Give us a call in 2 weeks. We want to know your blood pressure, your weight. We want to know what your pain level is in your upper right-hand quadrant, as they say, up underneath your ribs on the right side. But you got to be gluten-free so we can let your intestines heal. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers. Oh, well, there we go. We got to run to one of these message moments. So hang on, folks. We'll be back with more Truth, Justice, and the Longevity Way on Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages.
Let's head to Sarasota, Florida, and Amos, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Amos, you're on the air.
Hello, Dr. Wallach.
Yes, sir. How can I help you?
Okay, I've been on this here vitamin for 90 days for macular degeneration eyes, and my eyes are still cloudy. You know, I still can't see very clear yet. I see a lot of things I haven't seen before, but my eyes are still cloudy.
Okay, they're cloudy, but you can see a little bit better in some other aspects.
Yes.
Okay, good. So you're seeing some benefit while not at the level you would like. How much do you weigh, sir?
Yes.
How much do you weigh?
About 147.
147 pounds, okay. Now, how tall are you?
5'6".
Okay. And do you have any history of any skin problems, any eczema, dermatitis, or psoriasis, or any asthma or bronchitis?
No.
Okay. Any belly problems, any constipation, diarrhea, irritable bowel syndrome, appendicitis?
I have diarrhea sometimes when I take my vitamins in the morning.
Okay.
About an hour after vitamin, I get diarrhea, but then I'm okay for the day.
Okay. Well, you want to be sure to split up the dose. Don't take it all at once. Split them up. You might want to split them up 3 times. You know, take a third of a dose at breakfast, a third of a dose at lunch, a third of a dose at dinner time. Don't take them all at once, and only take them after you've eaten a meal so that you have a full stomach. Don't take them on an empty stomach. That might help there. Okay, Char, what would you do to this guy? What information does he need to listen to, and what would you do for him? He's getting a little benefit from just sort of a basic program. What would you do for macular degeneration for him?
Well, he can listen to the CD, Seeing is Believing, but he also needs to get on a gluten-free diet, and he can up his intake of selenium.
Okay. Yeah, and basically at 147 pounds, I'd have you take, Amos, I'd have you take the 1 Healthy Brain and Heart pack per month, get an extra bottle of selenium. So, as Shar said, so you take extra selenium, take 3 of those twice a day or 2, 3 times a day for a total of 6 a day. I would also get some immortalium to have stem cells in your eyes kind of wake up and stimulated to do their job and support regrowth of things that aren't there anymore or maybe damaged. And what would you do to increase his ORAC points, Char? What would you do to make sure his immune system is able to get rid of the oxidized lipids in the retina of his eyes?
I'd have him take the BTT 2.0 tablets.
Okay, BTT 2.0 tablets, you're exactly right. And what I would do, Amos, is make sure you get 2 bottles a month of the Beyond Tangerine BTT 2.0 tablets. That does not replace the BTT crystals, which is in the 2 Healthy Brain and Heart packs. But I'd get 2 bottles of the tablets. You can take 4 of those twice a day, or a total of 8 a day, 2 at breakfast, 2 at lunch, and 4 at dinner time. Some divided up some way, but take 8 a day. That's 2 bottles a month. The purpose here is to get your ORAC points, oxygen radical absorption capacity, which is a measure of how many free radicals are neutralized by the antioxidants in your food and your supplements. And the average American only takes in 8 to 10,000 a day. You need over 100,000 a day just to, stay normal. Well, once you have these problems, you need to really ramp up there. And by taking 4 twice a day, or a total of 8 a day, of the BTT 2.0 tablets, you're going to get like 320,000 ORAC points a day. And it's imperative. What would you do for his diet? What would you do to reduce all the free radicals in his life?
No burnt animal fat, no margarine, no salad oils.
No gluten, and we already said that. And no, what kind of foods? There's X fish, there's X potatoes, X eggs. No what?
What do you mean?
No fried foods.
No fried foods, yeah.
Yeah, no fried foods. Very good. Okay, let's go that direction, Amos, and then give us a call every 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, and let us know what's going on. But the diet's very important. That means everybody around you. You cannot be making pie crust for everybody else, or you can't be working in a silo full of wheat flour or oats for your horses and that kind of stuff, okay? Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Kentucky. And Kathy, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, Kathy, you're on the air.
Hello, Dr. Wallach.
Yes, ma'am. How can we help you?
I have a friend named Chuck with several problems. His main one is that he was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes at age 42.
Okay, I don't believe that, but go ahead.
And he also has high iron. They had to draw blood off every so often. His blood sugar runs somewhere between 130 and 150 and sometimes spikes to 200. He has to give himself insulin about 4 times a day. He has near constant diarrhea and chronic fatigue.
Okay. All right. What does he weigh, you think?
He's 5'10", 225.
Okay. Okay, he's 5'10". I'd like to see him weigh 180, 185, so let's say 180. He's 45, 50 pounds overweight. And type 1 diabetes, you're going to get that discovered because you're born with it. You're going to see that somewhere around age 6, 7, 8, 10 years of age as opposed to 45. Okay? Usually when they're diagnosed with type 1 diabetes at age 45, they have a basic underlying problem. What's going on there, Shar?
Gluten intolerance, for sure.
Yep. Gluten intolerance, and he could not absorb the pill medicine, right? He couldn't absorb the pills, and so they had to give him insulin injections, and that's why they're calling it type 1. Well, Shar says it exactly right. He's got a gluten intolerance, and he couldn't absorb the medication. So the first thing he's got to do is get rid of all the gluten out of his life. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no gluten. And one of the most common hidden areas in the house for gluten is where, Shar?
What do you mean where?
Well, we've already eliminated, fried foods and processed meats, all that kind of stuff.
Bread, pasta, pizza, all that kind of stuff, and even any soup that's thickened with flour.
Well, what about critters in the house?
Oh, yeah, animals that you feed gluten, dog food, or cat food too, yeah.
Grain-containing dog food and cat food. Anyway, hang on. We'll be back with you, Kathy, after these messages, and we'll give you a plan for your buddy Chuck. We're back with Dead Doctors Online, the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, United for Life Crusade. And Kathy, just to go fast here because we got more callers waiting for these few precious moments. 226-pound friend who has diabetes, we believe, really is type 2, but he can't absorb the oral medication. That's why he's had to convert at age 45 to the injectable. We've already talked about the diet, so I'd have him take 2 of the healthy blood sugar packs per month. Get an extra bottle of the Sweeties, so he could take 9 a day, 3 at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And also have him take the, look at my notes here. Okay. Well, yeah, he's overweight at 5'10", so we're going to give him the ASAP, one bottle a month, and he can put a dropper full under his tongue, let it absorb through his oral tissues. The diarrhea will go away when he gets gluten-free. Okay? And so give us a call every couple of weeks. We want to know his blood sugar. We want to know his weight. And he'll lose a half a pound to 2 pounds a day, probably closer to 2 pounds because of all the sweeties as well as the ASAP. Apologize, we've got to run, but go ahead and give us a call every couple of weeks with his results as it goes along. Okay, Doug, let's go to caller.
Well, let's head to Santa Cruz, California. And Leslie, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Leslie, you're on the air.
Yes, hi, Dr. Wallach. I have a question about primary biliary cirrhosis. I have a friend with that. She also has scleroderma. She's gluten-free, and she's got all these symptoms. And I'm wondering, she's wondering too,
what does she weigh?
Is, I think around 120, 130 maybe.
Okay, how tall?
I'm not sure. Maybe
is she taller than you and smaller than you?
What's that? Is
she taller than you or shorter than you?
She's taller. About 5'5".
How tall are you?
5'3".
Okay. All right. So, so she's got primary sclerosing cholangitis, which is primary liver cirrhosis. Okay. It has several names.
Biliary.
Yeah, biliary. Yeah, primary biliary sclerosis. Okay. So, at any rate, and she has psoriasis. Okay, Shar, what's her basic problem?
She's got a gluten intolerance and she can't absorb anything.
Yep, that's her problem. And so she's got to be, she says she's gluten-free. This means the spouse, mother-in-law, dog, cat, bird, fish, renter, everybody in the household. She can't be working in a bakery. She's got to eat at a different location than the other employees if they're eating crackers and pie and cookies and things for lunch. She needs to listen to that CD called Serial Killers to make sure she understands how widespread this gluten stuff is. I mean, this is a big thing. This is not a small thing. This is what her problem is. And let's say she weighs 120 pounds. What would you give her, Shar?
I'd give her a Healthy Brain and Heart Pack.
Perfect. Healthy Brain and Heart Pack 1. I'd get her an extra bottle of Slim so she can take 3 of those twice a day or 2-3 times a day for a total of 6 a day. And then I would also give her the Immortalium. I'd have her take 3 of those twice a day. It would be 2 bottles a month to encourage stem cells to work on helping support and promote maintenance repair of that liver. And again, it's imperative, drop dead, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no gluten. Call us every couple of weeks. Anytime she goes to the doctor, gets more information. But, Shar, you've seen people who are on the liver transplant list for this sort of stuff. Remember Elaine?
Yep, get better in a week.
Yeah, she got better in a week, and in a couple of months she was taken off the the liver transplant list. And she was supposed to die in months. This was, got to be 5 years ago. She's still going strong. Okay? And so this sort of thing is easily dealt with, but it takes a lot of effort. The diet, the supplement program, and staying away from people who are also not on the diet, okay, because of cross-contamination, shaking hands, hugging, laundry, food preparation surfaces, couch, everybody watches TV and plays where people sleep together in the beds, right? And so this is not a simple thing. It's going to take a complete lifestyle change, and this is forever, not until she just gets better, because the nutrition is not going to be in her food next week, next year, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. So this is a lifetime deal. Okay, well, thank you, Shar. Super job as usual. Thank you so much, Doug and Richard. Superlative job as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. And God bless America.
Hi everyone, Andy Anderson here. Are you using those handy little bottles of gel that zap germs, bacteria, and other nasties? In today's world, that's smart, especially with all the filthy doorknobs, shopping carts, and handrails we touch every day. Here's what you may not know. Once the alcohol evaporates, goodbye effectiveness. No more protection until you use it again. Pure Works to the rescue. Our FDA-compliant foam, lotion, soap, and spray do not rely on alcohol. Their killing power lasts up to 4 hours. Pure Work disinfecting spray is EPA FDA certified to kill swine flu, bird flu, MRSA, HIV, hepatitis B and C, and a whole host of viruses and bacteria. Mold and fungus too. It's even safe around children and pets. You'll love the soft feel of PureWorks on your hand. It actually conditions and will not dry your skin. Here's a little peace of mind knowing your hands are still germ-free hours later. Get your hands on PureWorks and get PureWorks on your hands. Stand by. Pull out your paper and pencil for your local number to order PureWorks.
If you're up several times every night to go to the bathroom, have frequent urination during the day, feel like you have to urinate but then have difficulty getting a stream going, have leaking, dribbling, or urgency to the point a restroom must always be nearby, you may have an enlarged prostate. According to the National Kidney Foundation, by age 60, more than half of all men have an enlarged prostate, or BPH. By age 85, that number is 90%, according to the American Urological Association. Ultimate ProstFX from Youngevity has been developed for nutritional support of the prostate gland. ProstFX promotes prostate health and supports healthy prostate function. Stop sprinting to the restroom and avoid those embarrassing moments with ProstFX from Youngevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
If you've been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, prediabetes, or the metabolic syndrome, and you're tired of seeing your blood glucose levels rise and fall like a ship on the ocean, but you don't want to take those drugs the rest of your life, Youngevity has an alternative. A product called Sweeties has been developed just for you. Used as part of your regular diet, Sweeties helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels. A formulation specially designed to nutritionally assist your body with the regulation of your blood sugar level. Sweeties supports healthy glucose metabolism because it's fortified with aspartic acid, chromium, and vanadium, all to help you promote healthy blood sugar levels. If you want to get off those drugs and control your blood sugar metabolism naturally, try Youngevity's Sweeties product. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your Youngevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local Youngevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the Ultimate Tangy Tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewables, and besides that, they're not as good as Tangy Tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy Tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
This is the ZBS Radio Network.
Fish has been thought of as a brain food for eons, but it's not the fish that's key. It's actually the essential fatty acids, EFAs, or omega-3s found in fish, called essential because they're necessary for good health and your body can't make them. So they must be consumed through diet or supplementation. Youngevity has developed the perfect supplement in SmartFX, an acronym for Sustained Memory and Retrieval Time, a concentration of DHA and EPA, both members of the omega-3 family, supporting neural path function and cardiovascular health for optimal mental concentration, awareness, focus, and agility. If you've got a mentally demanding career, you're a student crunching for the big test, or just want to maintain health for a sense of well-being, try SmartFX from Youngevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Through his research as a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that most health problems afflicting livestock can be prevented and even reversed. Many of these same health challenges also occur in humans. These too can be prevented and reversed. Doc's original formula, called the pig arthritis formula, alleviated all arthritis symptoms in animals. The same basic formula has been developed for humans, called the Pig Pack, which includes plant-derived minerals, a multiple vitamin complex, glucogel, and EFAs. Add to that Youngevity's OsteoFX Plus, a proprietary blend of liquid calcium, magnesium, and glucosamine. Now you have the Pig Pack Plus to make up the 90 essential nutrients Dr. Wallach has identified as necessary for sustained good health and longevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. Do certain foods cause you to bloat or experience gas? Do you wake up in the middle of the night with heartburn? Are you forced to sleep on piles and piles of pillows to cut down on heartburn? Have you been diagnosed with acid reflux or gastroesophageal reflux disease? If any of these describes you, then you've got digestive problems. I was awakened with heartburn almost every night for over 20 years. Then I heard Dr. Wallach and realized all of the antacids I'd been using were actually part of the problem. My stomach acid wasn't too strong, it wasn't strong enough. So I started taking the ultimate enzymes from Youngevity. Now all of the heartburn, belching, and bloating are gone, and I can sleep through the night without piling on the pillows. And I'm back to eating the spicy foods I love. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Virtually every sector of the economy has slowed to a snail's pace. Huge publicly traded companies are laying off thousands of employees. Believe it or not, even the government is letting people go. However, one business industry is thriving, and that's healthcare. Pharmaceutical and health insurance companies are posting record profits in a near-depression economy. Americans are sicker than ever, and those companies are profiting like never before. You too can get involved in healthcare for just a one-time sign-up fee. Youngevity is building an army of associates dedicated to saving America. Dr. Joel Wallach has educated thousands of people on the concept of do-it-yourself healthcare. With a little education, much of what is done in a doctor's office can be done simply and safely at home. Join Youngevity and help save America. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.